Well, hello and welcome to the ArnieCast. I'm here finally after a long-awaited, anticipated debut. I'm finally here to do a podcast, and I'm hoping that you're all going to sit back, relax, and enjoy this. Maybe get some potato chips, but just sit down and really have a good time because that's what we're here to do: is talk about games and movies and pop culture and all the stuff that makes us tick. But anyway, here I am. Salty's in the house. Ashtray, how you doing, guys? Thank you for being here. This is going to be an awesome time. I can't thank you enough. It's going to be awesome. But let's get all the niceties out of the way. Let's really get into it, and let's talk about all the stuff that's going on right now in the games industry. It's like 4 weeks away now from E3. It's going to be incredible. Sony didn't even show up this year. Like, I don't know what's wrong with Sony, but I mean, at least Microsoft is going to be there. We just don't know what the hell they're going to show. Maybe somebody would show a Terminator game would be really good. It's been a long time since we've actually had a really good Terminator game. Wouldn't you guys agree? Right? But anyway, I do know one of the things that just came out today that I couldn't wait to talk about, and it should be very, very cool, is that Sony look like they're going to put in a solid state hard drive into the latest edition of the PlayStation 5. And that is going to make things a lot faster. That's going to make things upgrade, like the T1000 was faster than the T800, right? It's going to be a lot faster. I really hope that they do that because I'm really tired of sitting down. I come home from a long day of work. I sit on the couch and I got to sit there and wait for the loading screen. And then I've got to wait for the download. And I've got to wait for another download. I mean, I, I feel like every time I sit down on the couch to play video games, I want to say, "Come on, here's the download. Let's do it. Come on, speed it up." You know what I'm saying? What is going on, everybody? How you doing? There's a lot of great people here in the chat. We got Ashtray and Salty's Gaming and Shizno Elite, Alan Savage, Boozy the Clown. You guys are amazing. Can't believe I've got fans that come out here and watch me do this. Normally, you come down to the gym and you watch me pumping the iron. Internet State, how you doing? I hope you guys are having great. A solid state drive. A solid state drive. I know it's very hard to say when you get to do like two or three of these names all up in the air. But Arnold is in the house, Dalo man. How you doing? I'm glad you're here. The solid state drive is really what it's at. It's got to be fast and quick, unlike your sex life, which you want to take it slow and you want to savor the flavor. That's how you do it. Boozy the Clown, what's his dad? Cheney. Uh, you guys are really, really good. This is very, very, very good, very great time to be here, and very honored that Newf Nukem would actually allow me to use his channel to come out here and talk about video games. Unbelievable. Yes, my voice is very strong today. I'm back on the juice, salty. I'm not the young buck that I used to be. I have to. Really got to take more time with, and work out and take all of those things. Come with me if you want the physical games, right? Yes, physical games is where it's at. I don't know why everybody's jumped over and got on the bandwagon for digital editions, right? Honestly, honestly, like I really like the physical games. You come home, you open up the game, you take the game out, you put it in the console, and it works. But these days, everybody wants fast. They want their food fast. They want their women fast. They want their cars fast. Unbelievable. This is really going to be a very hard episode, I think, for me, guys. I'm not really used to talking on the podcast. Normally, I'm out there and I'm in front of you guys and all that kind of stuff. But here I am. I'm doing this podcast. Hopefully, I can do it for 15, 20 minutes. Digital is the future. You must be part of Cyberdyne. I swear to God, the digital copies and all of that shit must have come from Cyberdyne. They somehow implanted and imperviated our video game world, and here they are. They're doing all of this stuff. I like to touch things. That's why I got into weights. Could you imagine doing digital weights? It's not a tumor. It's video games. Cyberdyne, Monkey Punch. How you guys doing? Um, Absolutely, guys. I'm just going to give Arnold a quick break, guys. Yes, Newf Nukem here. Oh, this is kind of crazy, guys. I'm thankful and I apologize at the same time. It is not easy to kind of ramble off as Arnold Schwarzenegger, okay? And so you got to bear with me here. I think my voice is either going to go or my throat's going to get dry halfway through this bloody podcast. But maybe you can help me along here. Really didn't have a lot of material planned for today, but if you have any questions or different things that you kind of like Arnold to talk about, that might be really cool. I will talk about a few different subjects and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm going to hand the microphone back over to Arnie. Arnie, take it away. Yes, as I said earlier, guys, thanks again for being here and coming out to me with Newf here to do this podcast. Eternal Shaddai, how are you doing? Great to see you here. Hope you're having a great afternoon. Hope you guys went out and had a hamburger. I love hamburgers. It's one of my favorite foods ever, but you have to try to moderate it because otherwise you end up getting really fat, right? And fat is not good. You get lazy and your bones get tired, and it's crazy. Crazy. Speaking of crazy, it's crazy. Great dude is in the house. Thank you, Demo Man. Appreciate that. It is very hard. It's very hard indeed. Um, did you guys have a chance to catch up and watch the Ghost Recon? The Ghost, what the fuck is it called? Breakpoint. And you guys have a chance to get out there and watch Breakpoint today. I thought it was a really impressive game. Looked amazing. Really liked the graphics. It looks like a very a better version of Wildlands. Is very good. That sort of thing. And I really like the action. Looks like you can co-op with your friends and you can get in the game and go out there and shoot all sorts of people. And the stealth, and you can roll around in the mud. And the cool thing is I don't know if you guys got to check out the Predator content from Wildlands, but that was amazing. You can actually get the cigar that I had in the movie, the Dutch cigar, and you can get really cool stuff from like the Predator helmet and all of that stuff. It's a very really good DLC. Totally recommend that you go out there and you play it and you try it. We got the question in the chat, and this one comes from who we got here. Am I going? Of course, I want to take the chopper. That's the only way to go. Why would I want to get hung up in California traffic? I want to take the chopper, come down there, and then I just plant my ass in the seat, and then I watch all these guys talking about all the amazing games. PlayStation or Xbox? That's a great question, Boozy. Honestly, look, they're both amazing consoles. I do have to say, Arnold has always been about the power. I've always been about the power, so I've got to say it's got the Xbox because it's got the best looking resolution and the visuals and all of that stuff, and I'm not sitting there having Utuma when I'm trying to boot up and do the game. So I do like the Xbox, but I think they're all fantastic. Now, the one that I do find is very difficult, it's got to be the Switch. Now, why I like Nintendo, and I've always liked the Switch and Mario and all those guys, the Switch is very small and it's very hard to hold in my hands. So, the Switch is very difficult for a big guy like me. But I like I like uh, the Switch is good. It's not too bad. The CIA got me pushing way too many pencils. Matter of fact, the CIA got me pushing so many pencils. I think I've lost one up on my asshole a couple of times here. Really great that you guys come out. Thanks for that. You say excellent answer. Great. I'm not the biased prick. I'm just a honey, and I'm here to entertain, and I'm here to talk about gaming. Speaking of other crazy things, you guys happen to see the new trailer for the movie It? Don't worry, my ex-wife is not in it. It's just me. I'm not going to be in the movie either. But I hate clowns. I don't really want to go out and watch the movie. I don't really like clowns. They always tend to really get on my nerves and bother me. But you should watch that movie. It was really cool. The first one. At least people told me that the movie was awesome and all the good stuff. I hope you guys know that I do have a Terminator movie coming out in the fall, and it comes out. I do believe it's in November. So make sure that you come out there and you watch that movie. Little bit later on, we're going to have that. It's going to be great. I'm back. The only difference is my hair is gray and my ball sack hair is gray. Hopefully they don't make me do any more nude scenes. When I come back into the movie, and I come out of the portal. I hope I don't have to do any more nude scenes because my boobs have gotten a little bit saggy over the years, and I've had multiple surgeries, and I don't want to, don't want to scare away the kids. I'm trying to draw in new audiences here before I kick the bucket. How much do bench? Oh my God, it's a great question, Daryl, man. Um, back in the day, I could easily bench, 400 or 500 pounds easy without even breaking a fat. But now it's not so easy now. I'm not young like I used to be and don't have that Terminator strength. So I have to sit there and I do all of the weights and I put them on there. And I think right now I'm probably benching um, about 200, 250, I guess, is a rep. And then I do so many of those. You know what I mean? I'd rather be lifting the women up into the bed. That's what I like. And I take the women and I put them on the bed, and then I give them the real Arnold Schwarzenegger. I come out there for them. And that's what I do. King Boo, how are you doing? Hope you're having a great day, guys. This is fantastic. Great turnout here. 12 people up in the chat watching Arnold ramble on like a moron. That's what I do. What about the Expendables? Yes, Expendables great. But it should have been more Arnold in the Expendables. Don't you guys agree? It should have been a little more me in there. We had that that freaking Chuck Norris guy. Guy's useless. He makes all the jokes about him. Chuck Norris, I could push his head together and crush it like a little pencil. And and Stallone over the years, our relationship's gotten better, but he's still a little prick when he wants to be, trying to steal the limelight from me. But look, I gotta kick their ass. Right, I could definitely go out there and kick all their ass. Now that Jason Statham guy, he's not bad. I'd like to hang out with him and watch him. He's pretty good. The guy actually knows his martial arts. He's pretty good. Uh,
Oh man, I'm just gonna take a quick break. Arnold's just gonna grab another glass of water here. How's everybody doing today? Holy shit. This is a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. As you guys will probably notice at times, over the years, I'm just going to take a quick break. But just getting back to this whole Arnold thing, this is something that I've been doing, I guess, since I was back in high school. And I practiced a little bit, but it always came a little bit more natural to me. And there's lots of people out there that do Arnold impressions, and some people out there nail the key lines. This is what a lot of people have told me, that they nail the "I'll be back" and get to the chopper, but there's not a lot of people that can actually like sort of talk dialogue sort of as Arnold. So I've been told that that's very impressive. Like, so sometimes I'll nail it. I think sometimes it's really good. Sometimes it tapers off. I lose it a little bit. I think, but hey, I'm trying my best, man. I'm trying my best. But we'll get back to it now in a second. Now that I got a refreshment.
Hey guys, how you doing? I'm glad that you're here. Welcome back. UK Dazzlers is in the chat and whatever. I don't know what the hell is going on, but all day long I've been watching these podcasts and Dazzy's showing up and all I see is Watt. The only guy that I've seen the Watt is that Stone Cold Steve Austin, and I could crush his head like a pencil too. I want to put him in a German suplex and put him right through the canvas is what I will do. Dreadpool, how are you doing? Glad that you're here. Absolutely. Hit the like button, and then I'll do my famous lines here. That's what I'm here to do. Hasta la vista, baby. Fuck you, dickwad. Get to the chopper. I'll be back.
Man, it's crazy. But anyway, take it away, Arnold.
Yeah, Newf Nukems, you sit over there in the corner, you shut your pie hole. I'm here. This is my podcast. This is what I'm here to do. I'm here to entertain the people. They come out here. They once time they even elected me, these stupid guys. They elected me. I can't even believe after all of my movies, some were very shitty, some were great. And then I ended up being the governor of California. And I don't know how that happened, but it was amazing. And I really enjoy it. But where's the chopper? I don't know where the chopper is. It didn't fly in yet. I haven't heard it. Maybe my wife took the chopper this morning. I noticed the driveway was full of nice hot air. The best game ever, Boozy. Oh my God. Well, you know what? Honestly, I'm going to go back to the 16-bit era. I think it was probably RoboCop versus Terminator. Love that game. Terminator 2, the arcade game, that was also really good. You could stand in front of the cabinet and you just pop in the quarter and you shoot the T800 and you shoot the T1000 and you shoot the AKs that are flying around in the head and the air, and that was all good. I think we really need. I know we're bringing back Linda Hamilton for the new Terminator movie, and that's fantastic news. Hope you guys are very excited about that. I know I am super excited to have Linda back on the stage. James Cameron, he's going to be there as an executive producer, but then it would really been cool if somehow we could have worked it into the strip, into the script, that Michael Biehn could have been back for the role. Junior was very weird. I didn't even like filming that movie. I mean, first of all, I had to put on this giant bodysuit and I look really fat. And you guys know me, I don't like to be fat. And then I have to act next to Danny DeVito, and he's just this little short piece of shit. He's a good actor, but I didn't really want to, by having to film with him, it was hard on my neck. I had to look down all the time at this guy, right? The guy was literally almost like lined up with my penis, the guy who was standing blowjob during the film. But yeah, that was a weird movie. That was one of those movies in my whole portfolio. Sometimes that I wish I never done. There was Junior, Kindergarten Cop. The worst part about that was having to sit in a classroom full of snot-nosed kids. They're always full of the germs, and to sit down there and then have to say those crazy lines. Another one that I wish I could forget was Jingle All the Way, or the stupid going around searching for the stupid toy. Did you guys know that the little dude, the guy who played my son in the movie, did you guys know that that was Jake Lloyd? And Jake, Jake was the actor that played what was in the Star Wars movie in Episode One. He was Anakin Skywalker. So it was that. Um, but yeah, lots of great games out there. Mortal Kombat 11, I love playing that. I love the fatalities. I think they're even bringing the Terminator into that game, if it all remembers correctly. That would be very cool. I wonder what the kind of fatality would be for Terminator. It maybe I think I'll rip the guy's head off and remove the spine from his rear end. I don't know. But anyway, guys, glad you're here. Like I said, today we're talking about the Ghost Recon. Looks very good. Like the graphics in Ghost Recon. Looks like a game that I want to sit down and play. And then we got Solid State Drive in the PlayStation. E3 is like a month away. I can't wait for that. Microsoft is going to be up on the stage. They're going to really deliver a great performance and bring out games. What do you guys in the chat do? Which game you hope they bring the most for E3? Because honestly, guys, I really hope that they bring out one of the new Fable games. I've always really loved the Fable game. Fable game is just amazing. Love the character and the fact that you could go through the levels and you could kick the chickens and the chicken chaser. That stuff is very good. It's very funny. Absolutely, guys. So very glad that you're here to come out for my very first podcast. Now I can't stay too long because I got a lot of commitments tonight. Plus Newf can't stay too long because he's got to go over with Salty on his podcast. Halo's an amazing game, but I'm pretty sure that the Master Chief, he's ugly. I think he's very very ugly guy inside of the costume. That's why we don't see his face. So I think he's ugly, and I'm not a big fan of green. It's very snotty green. It's kind of gross, but outside of that, he's pretty badass. I'd like to see the Terminator go up against a Master Chief. That would be a pretty cool showdown. You want a donkey in Fable? That would be very good, UK dancers. Donkeys are awesome. They're great because then you can always use the excuse when you're there that you can come out there and kick some ass. Yes. My last chopper ride, Jago, was kind of rough and bumpy. I didn't get to go very far on the last chopper ride. It was very windy outside, or maybe it was just my wife had too much gas. But either which way, I always very glad that I get in the chopper and I can go do the movie. And they got lots of movies coming up here very soon. Gears, a Halo crossover, that would be really cool. I think Gears, because Gears very similar to like the. Is very similar to sort of like Terminator and how we do everything there. So that would be very cool. Where's all the ladies up in the chat here? You know what I mean? When Arnold comes into the building and I'm hanging out with you guys, and normally lots of ladies. They normally come out to me like, man, back when I was a kid, you guys don't know if you ever seen Pumping Iron in the days when I was in fantastic shape. Well, then basically I would come out to the gym, and a lot of the times the girls would just that would come out there and they'd hang out next to me and they'd be flaunting themselves and throwing them all over the place. Say this, how are you doing? Hope you're doing having a great day today. This is Arnold in the house here, trying to do a whole podcast and very, very tough. This is a bunch of sausage fest in here. There's a new line for Arnold. It's nothing but the sausage fest in here. What the hell, guys? Come on. What?
Arnold's going to take another quick break here. He's got to get a new refreshment. Hope everybody's having a great day today. Jesus, I think it'd be easier to do Cletus for half an hour than Arnold. That's for sure. The new Ghost Recon. I don't know. I was kind of impressed and kind of not. I don't know. I'll talk about that a little bit more later on tonight. PZ, what's happening, bro? How you doing? Thanks for coming out, checking out the show. King Ram, how you doing? Sathius, what is up? You guys have any specific questions that you want to toss at old Arnold here? I'm not going to stay too long. Like I said, I'll wrap up the podcast here very shortly. Isn't a lot to talk about. I think we'll talk about movies a little bit. Chaos Siri, what's going on?
Yo, Newf Nukems, sit down and relax. Okay, it's okay. I've got it from here. From here, I'm going to take it on out. Okay, you sit down, you relax. I've got the water, and I'm here now to talk to these lovely people in the chat. And if you're wondering about that podcast tonight, guys, the Salty's Gaming Podcast, always a great podcast each and every week. You want to come out there, look forward to it. And it goes at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, and that would be 9 o'clock Eastern, if my memory is correct. It's going to be great. Newf Nukem will be there. You got Titan Drago. Salty, of course, he runs a great show, and you don't want to miss out because I think he's also got Hyena Dan and Bloody Knuckles, and possibly even that weird wacky guy from New York. I think it's what the hell is his name? G-Man, Jerky Boy. But he might be come out there, talk about the games, CGSP, TSGP, 9 o'clock tonight. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a great show. They will really get into the meat and potatoes. All right. Now I've got a couple of warm potatoes between my legs. I want to give it to the ladies. Come on, let's do this. All right. How you doing? Who's most excited about getting new CPU? I'm always excited. I always like to see upgrades in the future. The future comes so fast. Now, unfortunately, as humans like me, you get old, you get saggy, your hair goes gray, your dick shrivels up. Okay, that's even after the steroid. Okay, but we really love the future. Future's awesome. We've seen so many cool things. I can't believe that I sit here, these days, and I have this cell phone, and the cell phone got way more power and way more things in it than ever had back in the day when I was growing up. You know what I mean? So back then, I would sit on the balcony and yell to the girls and say, "Come on up, we're gonna have a party here," But it's great indeed. Any other questions you guys want to talk about my films and my past history? You want to hear? I'm here for another few minutes. I still got to go. Got lots of things to do. Being Arnold Schwarzenegger is very busy. I want lots of things to do. Okay. What? Again, answer the question. What? What is what? What is what here? Go get to the job. Do it. Come on. I see the CIA has got you pushing too many pencils. Bennett, cool off, but if you want to put some steam in your face. Anyway, guys, this is a very short podcast. And next time we will come and we'll have a script and it'll be really good. And we'll talk about all sorts of great things. But just wanted to come out here and dabble my toes into the little world of the podcasting that all you guys do on a day-to-day, weekly basis. What? Oh, the kid that I had with the housekeeper. Yeah, well, don't like to talk about that. All sorts of lawsuits and stuff, but it cost me my relationship. But let me just tell you that I had it made when I was doing the maid. That's how it rolled. It was really good. I was, instead of getting to the chopper, I was getting between her legs, and I'd get in there. I'd go deep and I'd go hard, and I'd give her all that Terminator. And I'm telling you, she was like Sarah Twada. You know, I'd get there, have fun. DJ Xbox fan, how you doing? Hope you're having a great day. Um, Absolutely. I know the games kicking around really need more boobies. I don't know what's wrong with the boobies. They don't mind showing lots of naked man chests, but they don't want to show boobies. I mean, I love the big bouncing tits, man. It's great stuff. I love to see the tits. Boobs are great. Not enough movies show off the boobs, you know, and I'm always attracted to boobs. Kind of remind me of barbells, you know. You got to put them up, you got to put them down. Only as generally it's when you're older, when you're younger, they're up, and when you're older, they're going down. Okay, but I like boobs as long as I don't have to bend over and hurt my back picking them up off the floor. That's all I can say. Anyway, guys, I had a great job. I had a great time out here on the podcast today. I will be back. I will be bigger and better the next time around. This is a real quickie. Okay. You guys all know that quickies are good once in a while. So we do it today. Spread the love. I'll get Newf will certainly, I'm sure, will give me a contact and bring me back. But you guys are amazing. And we're going to wrap up the show. I have to take off. I have to get to the chopper. And then I have to go do some more stuff. Busy life being a celebrity in California. You guys are amazing. You keep supporting me and encouraging me to come out here. And after all these years, you know, you've sent me love and support. You've even sent me hooked on phonics, and I still can't get rid of this thick Austrian accent. But I'm having a great time out here, and that's all it is about. And you guys are fantastic. I will see you all again soon. Make sure you check out Terminator. It's coming out in a new time. It's a great time. And I'm going to send it back over to Newf. God bless. Love you all.
All right, guys. Well, that was Arnold as promised. Short and sweet and quite petite, but yeah, he'll be back. Again, we'll do another podcast with him at some point in time. He's always up for guest appearances. You know, he likes to jump in and like I said, keep things simple. So he's not really used to podcasting per se. Cletus has an easier time doing the podcast, I think, than Arnold. But I hope you enjoyed this podcast, guys. It was short, sweet. I'm going to be back later on, like I said, tonight. I really appreciate that, guys. I'll keep it up if people want me to keep doing it, but you know, still got a few things I got to work on, and I will. Um, if I had some sort of, I do have an Arnold Schwarzenegger mask, by the way, that looks just like him, especially in his younger days. And it'd be really cool to do the podcast with the mask on. The problem is when I wear the mask, you can't really hear what I'm saying so well. It'd be really neat if I had some sort of a little microphone, I guess, inside of the mask per se. But it almost sounds like Peter Griffin. Pee Wee Herman next week. Jesus, I don't know if I could do Pee Wee. Back in the day. Hello, Corky. Hey, you run my body. What the fuck that is. Yeah, I'm getting off the toilet now. That's it. The podcast is over. I've dropped the deuce. I'm turning it loose. It's back to you. How do you do? That's how we roll. But I appreciate everybody stopping in, checking this out. Feel free to share it with people. Hopefully, you know, it gives people a couple of good laughs anyway. And we'll see you tonight on the Salty's Gaming Podcast. Salty dropped the time and place earlier on. We got some great topics we're going to get into tonight. And like I said, I'd love to stay and do this longer, but actually it's kind of hard on the throat. I'm pretty sure it's harder on the throat than having to give somebody head. Not that I've ever given anybody head, but I'm sure that wouldn't be easy either if you had to do that for about a half an hour. Crazy stuff. Anyway, you guys, you're awesome. Thanks for watching. I will catch you guys real soon. I'm going to go play some games, and I'll catch you later. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.